Hi everyone. It's been a while since the last video. If any of you are kind of like me, you've just been working, or your time has been filled with other projects or work, and you've got no time, and it's been a long one for me. So we'll see what we can get here. We're still continuing with the Enterprise. Not sure if we got if the saucer section is all completed. Oh, actually, there's a couple decals. Give me 1 second here. I like to compare it to the other one that I made. Just kind of see. This was such a terrible one. Look at that. I used a. Yeah, let's turn the camera around. Oh, I used a lighter and everything. Oh my goodness gracious. It's so terrible. It's my kind of. It's mine. So. Yeah, I've been contemplating things here and there, whether I want to continue the channel or not, or whatever it may be. I mean, maybe I'll do it, maybe like here and there. I'm not trying to. I think at the beginning maybe I was trying to do something, but I'm not. But I mean, I still enjoy it. I'm working on a couple. I'm slowly working. I feel like I don't know, a sloth from like Zootopia. How Flash moves. Oh, that guy moves so slow, but that's kind of feels like me with these videos. But yeah, let's jump back into it. Alright. What I really should do is put a new blade on this thing. I broke the freaking tip off this thing. It seems like that's the first thing that always goes, is the tip off these blades. I don't know why. I'm just lightly scoring the inside of this circle here so it fits over the dome part of it all. Ooh, tweezers, here we go. Spray painting makes the job look so much better. What's that? Looks like a bubble air pocket. Alright, well, it is. It is what it is. Well, when you're not the greatest at everything, you're bound to make mistakes, I guess. Now, for the people who really, really know how to do this stuff without mistakes, that is just impressive. Hats off to you guys. I can just hear this. I can just hear your answers, like, well, years of experience, or I guess whatever your answer may be. And to that, I salute you. You know, sometimes I don't even know what to talk about when it comes to the silent moments throughout this video. You know, I guess since I don't know if any of you guys drive, or say, all right, let's start with this. Maybe you guys do drive. Okay, well, if you're living in the state that I am in, if you're in the state that I am in, state of Minnesota, you know that gas is sucking right now. Literally and figuratively. I just saw it today. It's be the 13th of May, I think. 14th, my bad. 14th of May. If you're seeing this, gas is at 4.49. I never in my life would I ever see it go that far. Probably feels like California now. And man, it sucks. It sucks what's going on everywhere, and just like oh, what else could we talk about? Video games. I know GTA is coming out here soon. Everyone's excited for it. Was it GTA 5? No, I think GTA 6. My bad. Whatever next GTA, whatever it is, 5 or 6, I don't know. I think it's 6. But GTA 6, I know everyone and their mother is just hooting and hollering about all that. I'm not a GTA kind of guy. Okay, that should do it. Alright, that should do it. There it is. Easy, kind of an easy peasy. You just score the center of it where it goes around the gray part. And then I scored it a little bit more to kind of help everything get flattened out. And then took a lighter, and I took my lighter here, and then lightly flashed it, if you will. So that's all good. Where do my instructions go? Okay, this is this. I'll probably just start using this one as my guide. Alright. Or just use the other instructions that I have. I wonder how much different it is. Short side. Yep. Let's see here. Yeah, the numerical values are just, I don't know whose job this was when they did okay. I think I just barely. Okay. Wrong one. Yeah. Okay, let's do that then. Alright, I guess so. Oh, here's another thing we could talk about. Driving. That's a fun one. Anything else? No. Anyone else besides me notice that people are going way faster than the posted speed limit? Say for instance, 65 miles an hour. You live in Minnesota, 65 miles an hour on 212. People are going way faster than that, like 10 miles over. Now, I don't know if maybe my memory's a little fuzzy from last year, but I'm pretty sure at least we were all trying to go at least 65 to 70. But now everyone's going 75 miles an hour or even faster, and it's just baffling to me. And that's why. And I'm just baffled by everything, and I ask, and I'm wondering, and I'm glad I don't, but it pains me. It's like, what has happened in the last year or so? Like, what, I'm confused. Like, have we regressed this far where we now have to drive about 80 miles an hour just to get where we're going, and we're going to get, and I have difficulty understanding all of it. I don't know. I'm just baffled by everything, and there's so much stuff going around, politics, what's going on in everyone's state, fraud in every state, and everything. Everyone's just dead set against each other, and I'm if you, I'm not sure if y'all ever seen that Billy Bob Thornton clip. He's in an interview, and he's talking about how he has his own views on politics, and he doesn't understand why there's a need to constantly bring them up whenever there's a microphone in front of you. And he says, like, beliefs I have my own beliefs in what I have my own. I know what did he say? Like, I have my own thoughts on politics. I know where I stand. Why should I bring it on to everyone else? Why should I feel the need to put all of that onto everyone else? Why should I feel the need to share my politics or to force them onto you? And I get the same way in that I have my own, I know where I stand politically. Not like there's a right and wrong. Everyone believes they're right, and we don't want to admit we're wrong. We're only human. And there's this need nowadays that if you're not of a certain, if you're not on a side, if you're not on this certain side or that side of issues, and it's like you're a bad person or whatever. And here I am. It's not that I don't care, but I prefer to stay at least a little informed. on everything, and I'll say I don't watch too much of it a lot because I get a little frustrated and sometimes if I'm having a bad day and I just start watching politics, I just get frustrated. I think maybe after a couple of videos, maybe one, maybe two, there's short videos, and it's like I'm gonna stop right now. I mean, I enjoy to some extent listening to it, but you just start to wonder what's going on. Why hasn't certain things? Why is there? Why does it feel like there's no justice around us? It seems like everyone, whatever. Okay, I'll make this clear. I don't care which side of the political aisle you're on. I don't care. I'm just asking the question. Why aren't steps, correct steps, taken? Um, that is, why aren't there steps taken correctly? Correct steps to make sure that to make sure that whoever the person is, or people, or whoever it may be, why aren't the proper steps taken to properly, I guess, convict them? He, she, whoever it may be. I just wonder. I was like, why aren't the proper steps being taken? Why isn't anything being done unless we're just so focused on other stuff that we forget it? That's the kind of thing that sucks. And walk up like this. And then we can also talk about the housing crisis. I think the housing crisis is basically the biggest thing out there right now. That my generation, there's so many people who say, "Oh, you guys don't want to work, you're lazy and whatnot, and entitled, and all this other boneyard crap shit." Pardon my language. And if you're around my age, say mid-20s, say mid-20s. I'm 24, me 25 this year, and I cannot even get out. Like I cannot get an apartment or anything. I cannot. I am living under my parents' roof now. They used to be kind of as a joke. I understand back in the day where it's like, oh, you live in your mom's basement. Well, that statement is true and false at the same time. I don't live in my mother's basement. I live in my parents' basement to some extent. And if you're a young guy like me and you want to get married, it's kind of impossible. When all around you, all the gals, it's like, what has happened? And you can look up so many videos on what has happened to society in that matter. Is well, a large part of it was definitely a lot of brainwashing. Some brainwashing here and there. There's manipulation. There's a whole bunch of other things. Let me use a couple of good examples. What was good in the beginning? Women's rights movement, I believe it was called. In the early days, I do believe it was bound. I do believe that it was the right thing at the beginning, and I think it still is. But now you look at everything nowadays, and I really don't have a good grasp on that whole thing, so I cannot speak to it. So that turned out that I think what it led to, I think it led to it really well. Okay, here's another one. Here's a second one. The Me Too movement. It was good at first, but it went shitty. It was something that was good, then turned shitty. And now you have a lot of guys out there who are terrified. Yes, even I'd be terrified to go up and to go up to a woman to ask for her number. And these days, you're getting videotaped. Yeah, I know videotapes. You're getting videoed. You're getting recorded and everything. And you hear about a lot of that just being posted online and everyone making fun of you and shit. And honestly, I don't know. Maybe I couldn't care less. I mean, I don't know. And it's just so screwed up. The whole world is just screwed up. And you wonder why a lot of people just don't want to deal with shit. Like a lot of guys would rather stay single. I don't know, a lot could be given a broad umbrella to all of them, but I don't know. A majority of them just like you don't bring me peace, ma'am. You sound like you sound very needy, and no thank you. So you can look up so many videos on this on that subject. There's a lot of other people who do a better job than me on explaining that sort of stuff. Now, like I said, whatever it was in the human race, whether it be just for the population of, say, the United States, or say for women, in the beginning, all of it was good at the beginning. It had the reason behind it was good, but then it was corrupted along the way. And that's kind of a sad thing, that you have a good, like you say, you start up a company. It was good in the beginning, but somewhere along the way, later into its lifespan, something got screwed up, and now it's like, what the heck is going on here? I don't recognize this. What's going on? So it was good in the beginning, but now I'm not sure if any of you others heard people say this, like, this is why Gen Z wants it all to burn. And I understand the sentiment. I understand. I'd want it all to burn down too, if it meant resetting it. Or how about if any of you ever played Red Dead 2? There's a couple lines that Arthur's talking about how he was talking to John, I think it was John, and he's just like, well, I'm just being realistic. Like, we are the last of our kind, in the sense that the last of cowboys, last of outlaws, the last of dying breed, if you will. And I understand that sentiment, and that there's a bunch of us people. There's not to say subsect as like less than, but more as there's a group of men, and I'd like to use myself as an example. Is that I want to be respectful to people. I want to be kind, generous. I would think all the quirks, not quirks, but more of all the qualities that makes me, I'd say, a man, a genuine person, if you will, who's nice, who's caring, gentle, but firm, and ready to give himself up for whatever it may be, whatever the cause may be. And if we keep going in a direction, if this country keeps going in a direction, and its people in a direction where it continues to see those men as a poison, they see us as a poison, someone they need to attack or whatever, we're just going to say, Okay, you have yourself a lovely day, and whenever something breaks, don't come calling for me. And I had an interaction with a customer, and my job was supposed to call him guest, but it's a customer. And that I said to him, here, bring, he had a cart, and in his cart was a basket, had a bunch of stuff. It's like, here, bring your cart forward, I'll take the basket out. And he just, for some reason, just got ticked off at me. And it's like, dude, I'm trying to help. And he just got pissed off at me. It's like, it seems like the helpers are the ones shot in the foot, if you will. And it's like, whatever. I was like, why? Why are we, what has happened? What has happened to the people who want to be genuine, who want to actually help people? Yeah. The world is just frag. Where's my paper towel? Just grab. Oh, there it is. I don't know. It's just going to hell, and you, you look at everything, and it's like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do in this world that hates me? What am I supposed to do in a country that just freaking hates me? It's like, you want me to help you and you still hate me? It's like, what the hell? Oh, oh. Seeping through everything. I'm just so confused. I want to understand it, but it's like, it's not gonna do you any good. It's not gonna do me any good. And you wonder why a lot of us escape to video games, or maybe escape to cosplaying, or whatever it may be. There's a reason. Oh. There's a reason for everything. Now you see prices rising and everything. And I'm not gonna get into who's causing it all. It's not gonna do you any good. In the end, we don't know the truth, even though we think we do. We really don't know the truth. All we can do is just look at the facts and just go off of that. That's all we can do. Look at the facts. You know, it's like, as much as some, you either hate him or you love him, Ben Shapiro. The saying, "Facts don't care about your feelings," is a true statement. I mean, life just sucks. It just sucks the ever loving joy out of you. And I'm sorry if this all feels like a tangent. Maybe we're all feeling the same thing. Maybe we're all thinking the same thing. Why don't we talk about video games for a bit? Anyone else kind of semi excited and worrisome about Halo Campaign Evolved? I know I am in both regards. In that it's already been remade, well, more of a remaster with Reach assets. And here comes Halo Studios, which, granted, is basically 343 but rebranded in a few other spots, and I don't get too far into that stuff. But I think the one thing, the lighting in Halo in a remastered of Halo C remastered, the lighting was a problem. It was all too bright. In the original, everything was dark, foggy, actually foggy. You could kind of make out you could kind of see them, but you didn't know what they were. Was anyone else like this when they first played it, that you got so freaked out by the flood during the mission of 343? Like, when you first meet them, actually, you got freaked out. I was freaked out to high heaven. I had to ask my brother, it's like, can you please finish this? And now here I am, 24. I can still play through it. But that's the kind of feeling that I'd say that's kind of awesome. Now, Alien Isolation. Any of you ever watched the Rad Brad, his playthrough? I had to stop watching because it was so scary. It's like playing Resident Evil 3 Remake. I uninstalled that from my Xbox because it just was so scary. Having Mr. X just walk around the station, sometimes probably following you. It's like, I'm good. I'm not going to play this. I mean, maybe other people like it, but I can't. It's a little bit harder for me, honestly. I'm more of a run and gun kind of guy. I like playing Doom. Doom's a good game. Started playing that. Remember one spot in Doom Eternal where I just kept dying and dying. I had revives. Like, well, this is where all my revives went to. Oh my goodness. I mean, I haven't mastered much of the skills, to be quite honest. I mean, much of the control schemes and whatnot. I have not mastered that to a T. I'm just running around. I mean, the story itself is good. They added a lot more mechanics to it all, and it's like, this is a lot. I honestly prefer Doom 2016's their mechanics. Everything was just simple and straightforward. You didn't have to think about extra buttons or anything. There you are. But Doom is fun. I do like Doom. I mean, for having how many games, it's full of lore. I mean, the nice thing about that compared to, say, Halo is that the lore is found. It's found mostly in the games itself. In the codexes. Yeah, codexes. Doom. What was that one? Doom the Dark Ages. That was really good. That was awesome. I enjoyed watching Brad. I enjoyed watching Brad play that. That was fun to watch. I wonder where they're going to take it all. Where they're going to take it next. It'd be interesting to see it. It's coming out pretty nicely. Here, I'll show you. So, I've done the bottom and the side, so it's coming out pretty well. Done the sides of the saucer section. Oh, come on, focus, dang you. There you go. Sides went a lot better than the last time I did it on this sucker. I mean, they came out pretty well on this one. This is the first one that I made. Came out pretty well. They came out okay-ish, but that one came a lot. This one came out a lot better. But video games, man. I love video games. I still love them, but I think the last couple of, I don't know, maybe the last year or so, I've just kind of, I don't know if regressed is the word to use, but I've just stopped playing a lot of video games that I'd love to get back to playing. Like, there are times I really want to go play a video game and I just don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do anything. Or any y'all played, I'm sure all of you have played Red Dead 1. And that, for me, some of those missions, they felt way too long. The good missions, like, maybe I've just forgotten them, but I know the missions with Bonnie McFarlane, those were some of my fun missions. The missions with the Marshal, I think it was the Marshal, those are some good missions. But after those missions were done, and thought we weren't going to see, I thought it wasn't going to. I thought there'd be more missions with Bonnie McFarlane, and it's like, oh, I mean, when it was done, it was. Maybe it felt bittersweet. I don't know. But at that point, I just wanted to get all of this over with. Okay, there's that. And I did enjoy Red Dead 1. I really did. Don't get me wrong. I'm playing through the second one. Doing more of a slow burn kind of thing. Instead of trying to hop through the missions. So I'm taking my time. Ah, crap. Shit. Okay, kind of screwed up. When I put my thumb down on that one, I tore up a bunch of it. You can't. Come on. Come on. Alright, there you can kind of see it right in the corner there, right above. I put my thumb on it. Yeesh. But, what side did I just do? Okay, I did that side. So it came out pretty well. Any other one I want to do next? I think we're gonna. Well, I think we're gonna do 4 more. We're gonna do the ones that go here and here and here, as well as on the underside here and there. I know it's kind of hard to. The pointing is hard. Okay. That goes towards the upper part of it. There. Talk about a little bit about movies. The Michael movie. I hear that did pretty well with audience, like very, very well. Everyone loved it. I've even started listening to a few of his songs I had on my Spotify playlist. I enjoyed them. I just hadn't listened to them that much, so now I'm just listening to a few songs here and there. Now, at this point, everyone knows that reviewers like Rotten Tomatoes really do not represent the majority, the people who went to see it. It's them and their little. You can. There's a whole thing. Talk about. I think it was the movie called Neverland or whatever the hell that movie was. That just from what I watched and all, is that it was just off of, that whole thing is just based off of one freaking lie. And that he was acquitted of whatever he was whatever crime they said he committed, he was acquitted. And that movie was just I didn't even know that movie came out. So Neverland, I think it was called again. Like I said, the world is so screwed up in a lot of places. You know, like Metro Man once said in Megamind, if there's bad, good will rise up. Alright, so we got that decal on. Let's get out the next one. Go. Alright. Put on 2 more after this, and then call it good. talk a little bit about cars. How in 2027 they're gonna need to have surveillance stuff on them. Which I don't know why. There's already plenty of cameras everywhere. They already listen to our phones. They already listen to us through our phones. They listen to us everywhere. So, it's just so stupid. Alright, let's get this here. Perfect. You know, I think we'll call it good. Well, that's part 6 here. I'll show you I'll show you it. Not me. So there's the underside of it. We got that there. And we got that there. Looks very, very clean. Like I said, it's an inconsistent thing. Might be another, hopefully not another month. I'm not trying to avoid this, although I have had thoughts of just stopping right there, but there are times where it just sits in the back of my head. I mean, I did a couple of models. I'll show you here. It's from Allies and Adversaries. Come on. I did that probably about a week. That took me. Oh, come on. That took me about 3-4 days. That was an easy model to do. Couple days, like all easy models. So I think it was easier when, I guess nowadays, you got a camera in your face, and I think the effects for me came quickly. And that, why do I need to put a camera in my face when there's already cameras pointing at me? Or I can't remember how someone said it, but it was like when it came to like videotaping this kind of stuff, it just kind of took away from the experience. And that hit the nail on the head. So I'm trying to enjoy some of this stuff while being able to give y'all something to watch. So, I mean, I've slowly picked up on this. I've slowly started picking back up with this truck, including the one that heard me talk about several times. It's been a pain in the butt, but I'm getting there. So, well, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm just, for a lot of us, I'd say, probably you guys might feel the same sentiment that at this point, we all want to get paid more for our job. Whatever. Back then, you probably heard the sentiment: boomers are out of touch. Old people. Gen X, I don't know. Millennials, Gen Z, pretty much on the same page. I think maybe Gen X might be on the same page as us. I really don't know. But boomers, a lot of them, I'd say majority of them. Come on, guys. I think that's all. I think all we can do now is pray. I haven't done much of that. Not as much as that's probably required of us. I don't know, or would like to be. Well, I'll let y'all go. You got your own time. You don't have to be watching me. Although for you who do take time out, thank you. I'll leave y'all off with one other thing. There might be some of us out there who believe that we are not worth the time. I know I fall into that camp. So I could have 1 subscriber or whatever, maybe 2. I wouldn't mind that. But for those of you who take the time out of your day, maybe you skip through this a little bit, just like watching, just kind of get to the good parts. I understand that. I've done that too. I've skipped through so many videos just trying to get to the good stuff. It's like, where is the good stuff? And I understand the sentiment. So, well, I'll leave y'all with that one. Alright, well, peace out.